Well, the broadcast appears to be live, but I appear to have 0 viewers at the moment, so I'm going to wait for a couple more minutes to see who shows up. Because we had 8 people register for this Ask Me Hour this time around, which is a record. This is Ask Me Hour, the 3rd installment. We've been doing it for the past 3 weeks, including today. Going to give people a little longer to show up. Oh, excellent. Now, who has joined me? Are you able to chat? We're just waiting a little bit longer for a couple more people to show up before we get started. This is our first time using Webinars on Air, which is a Google Hangouts wrapper for the webinar. For the past 2 webinars, we used an English company called My Own Conference Room, and that was lovely, but now we want to try out a different one. So you are our test subjects. Just 1 more minute to see if anybody else is able to come. Again, thank you for joining me today. All right. My name is Katrina Lowy. I am the crowdfunding campaigns manager for loveanimals.org, and I'm going to be talking today about how important updates are. Updates might be the single most important thing that you can add to your campaign page to make it more successful. So we have interviewed a number of donors, and their response is ubiquitous. They love updates. They love getting updates from the organizations that they donate to. And a lot of times for donors who donate to more than one project in a sitting, they're looking for updates to help them decide which project to donate to. Why? Because it gives them information on how involved the project creator is with their project and how likely they are to continue getting the information that they want on that project after investing in it. So I'm just going to go through, and I do also want to mention that crowdfunding in general is supposed to be a way to engage people more closely with your cause, and updates are an excellent way to keep them following along and keep your donors in the loop, and even people who are just visiting your project. So I'm going to start kind of from scratch, and I'm going to show you how to create an update, what the best way to do that is in Love Animals, and what that looks like. So 1 moment, let's do a screen share. Are you able to see my screen? Look at loveanimals.org. All right. Let's see. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and log into my account by pressing my account up in the corner here. And manage existing projects. I've put together a dummy project for this purpose. So I'm going to press edit. All right. So here's my dummy project. It is to rescue a purse-making caddisfly. And I've already created an update here. So you can kind of get an idea. Updates sit at the bottom of the page once you've created them. And they are also sent out automatically to everybody who's already donated to your project. Updates are pretty versatile. You can create them before your project's launched, while your project's running, and afterwards. And they are a great way to communicate with your donors. All right, so let's say I want to add another update. I press the green Post and Update tab, and then come down to Launch the Update Manager. I have the option to edit a previous update or create a new one. All right, so what I like to do here is rather than copy and paste my message from elsewhere, I like to create a new message in this window. Just type it directly in here. The reason for that is because sometimes different fonts can show up as weird symbols, and we don't want any weird symbols going to in our update, because as soon as we press share down here, the update's going to go out to everybody who's already donated. Another thing that I like to do is, so take a close look at this, make sure that nothing's spelled incorrectly. And you can format the font using the tools up here. So I might want it all bold or italicized. And I'm going to add an image. You can add a single image to every update. And in a moment, we'll see how that looks. All right. Now, what happens when we press share? So for one, the latest update is right here at the top of the update section. So people can either scroll down to take a look at that, or they can press the link, latest updates, to knock them down to that section of the page immediately. If you create an update that is longer than a certain length, there will be a read more link next to the text, and upon pressing that, it'll expand so that people can read everything in there. You can create links, you can create outlinks in your updates, but I recommend against creating too many outlinks, because sometimes that can interfere with the read more function. All right, so that's what it looks like on the page itself. That's what it looks like to people who are cruising the site looking for something to donate to. What does it look like for somebody who's already donated to this project? I'm going to go ahead, it doesn't look like it's sent quite yet, so let's see if we have an update from Love Animals. Well, unfortunately, what I was afraid of happened. I was testing out how to unsubscribe, and I managed to unsubscribe myself. So I'm going to show you some updates that I got before I unsubscribed myself. This is what an update looks like with no photo in it. This is from Animal Rescue of the Rockies, which has had a number of successful campaigns on our site. And this is what an update looks like with a photo. So the photo is right in the middle. It has a red framing and it looks lovely. All right. So that's really all there is to creating an update. It's very easy to do. People love it. I'm often getting compliments from various donors saying that they are so happy that they got an update, especially because they care so much about the cause that they've just invested in. My goodness, it looks like I only have one viewer at the moment. Let's see. Are you able to use the chat function? Over here? I will say that this is our very first time using Webinars on Air, which is a Google Plus Hangouts wrapper. So we're still trying to figure out if it's something that we want to go with. I'm also accepting questions now. As we can talk about updates, we can talk about anything that you'd like to talk about regarding Love Animals and regarding updates, different features, crowdfunding in general. So to use the chat function, you should be able to go up to the left side of your screen and click a little blue icon that looks like little dialog boxes. And that should open that up for you. If we're unable to use the chat function or use the Q&A function, which is, let's see, which is apparently disabled. The chat function shouldn't be. Then we might have to end this guy early and call it a bit of a wash. All right. Well, I'm sorry that this one didn't work out as well as it should have. I'll definitely be creating a recording of the explanation of how to use updates and why they're important, and putting that up on our website, giving you guys a link. In the meantime, if you have any questions at all, you can go ahead and contact me. My email address is katrinaL@loveanimals.org. That is katrinaL@loveanimals.org. All right. Well, again, sorry that no one was able to use the features, and I will check in with you guys later. Bye.